After this last winter, I've been in a downward cycle. But ever since I got my biking in, I've been pumped to cycle.
Vicodin is a non-prescription solution to improve your lifestyle.
Ski and bike shop in Grand Forks helped me get my biking in.
Side effects include elevated endorphin levels, improved cardiovascular health, weight loss, and boosted energy. Higher doses of Vicodin may lead to forming healthy habits and increase your chances of social interaction. Visit your local ski and bike shop spokesperson today.
Hi everyone, and happy Friday afternoon. I know this says your Friday night Funcast with Russ Thomas. He is out at a volunteer event right now, so you get me for this afternoon forecast update. We're going to talk a little bit about some events going on across the region this weekend, a little bit about the forecast for this weekend, a sneak peek at what to expect as we get a little bit closer to Christmas. And then we're also going to take a look at some current conditions because we've had some snow move through today. We have some wind, a winter weather advisory. So let's get right to it. Let's dive into that forecast here. I'm going to pull up my graphics really quick. Hope you all are having a good day. It has been a busy one here this week with some snow, some cold, and of course we still have some snow and some wind today. A lot of people kicking off their holiday travels this weekend. You know, Christmas is less than a week away now, isn't it? As today's Friday and Christmas is coming up on Thursday. If you're traveling tomorrow, we are looking at some increasing wind starting about mid-morning, and we're going to see some areas of blowing snow, especially out in open areas, and a bit more likely in parts of northeastern North Dakota, the Devil's Lake Basin. So if you're traveling tomorrow, it's best to hit the road early before that wind starts to ramp up. Lots of folks getting some last minute holiday shopping done this weekend, myself included, and the stores have been busy. Went out on my lunch break today to pick up one of the last things for my husband, and wow, the mall was packed. Lots of drivers out on the road. If you're shopping this weekend, it's going to be cold. Temperatures steady to falling in most areas over the course of your weekend. Here in Fargo, morning temperature tomorrow around 9 degrees, and it's showing cloudy icons here, but it's actually going to be fairly sunny for tomorrow. Maybe on Sunday you're staying in and maybe wrapping up your holiday baking. I have yet to do that as well. Gotta get the ingredients first tomorrow before some baking on Sunday. It's going to be a cold start to Sunday, 7 below zero. And then we do warm up by the afternoon into the teens and some areas a little closer to the 20-degree mark. And it's looking to be less windy for your Sunday as well. And Sunday is the first day of winter, the winter solstice. Meteorologist Lisa Green broke down that and what that means earlier this morning in her forecast update. Let's get into a little current conditions. There's a lot more weekend events happening up and down the Red River Valley. Not only here in Fargo, there's I see a lot of Christmas concerts, some holiday concerts happening in Grand Forks. We have the lights here in Fargo, so lots of cool things to take advantage of this weekend. Looking at satellite and radar here, we've had some snow moving through the region today. It has been on the light side. A lot of this, especially here in the Southern Valley, hasn't been making it down to the surface. We've seen a fairly dry, just cloudy conditions initially, but even the cloud cover is clearing out this afternoon. There is a winter weather advisory for snow and blowing snow in the Northern Valley. These counties shaded here in purple. In northeastern North Dakota, this is in effect until 4 p.m. And then in northern Minnesota, this one remains in effect until 8 o'clock this evening. A little bit of new light snow, but the wind is going to be the main issue leading to blowing and drifting. So we've got gusts upwards of 45 miles per hour. And looking at wind right now, here in Fargo, we have one of the stronger gusts in the region at 40 miles per hour. That was at the top of the hour here, so 3 o'clock. Gusting to 32 in Fergus Falls, 36 Alexandria, 37 Aberdeen, 39 Langdon, 30 in Grand Forks. And with even the little bit of snow we got yesterday and then the new snow today, that is blowing and drifting. And you can see impacting visibility across the Northern Valley where we do have that winter weather advisory. Quarter-mile visibility in Langdon and Warroad, 1.5 mile, Walhalla, Cavalier, a little more than 1.5 miles in Hallock, 3 miles in Thief River, around 3/4 of a mile in Waskish as well. Looking westward, we're not quite done today. Southern Valley, we've been pretty quiet, but right now there are some rain showers tracking generally along the I-94 corridor from near Billings and just north of Billings towards Bismarck. As temperatures drop this evening, we're going to start to see this change over to some wintry mix and some snow pushing into the Southern Valley. So let's take a look at your first alert forecast. Snow showers, they're moving on out. Then here comes the rain showers, a little bit of freezing rain, some wintry mix, and some snow showers across the Southern Valley. Now, this model overdoes it a bit. I think in this general vicinity, we may see a few flurries, but I think most of the activity is going to be across the southern Red River Valley. A good thing to keep in mind, this is just a forecast model, a computer projection, so it's not going to look exactly like this. But regardless, we see that clear out into tomorrow morning. So we start off our Saturday with clear skies. It's going to be a little chilly out there, especially with that wind out of the west-northwest. And then the wind picks up again, as we talked about, by mid-morning into the early afternoon hours. So blowing and drifting snow potential again. Not any new snow tomorrow, but just what has fallen over the last couple of days. And we stay breezy, but mostly sunny through the afternoon. A few higher level clouds in northern Minnesota, the Northern Valley, but otherwise we're looking dry for your Saturday. And we stay clear Saturday night into Sunday. Looking at our snowfall potential, this is from this morning through tonight. Again, not a lot of new snow is expected, but let's take a look at the ice potential because this is still on the way as we see some rain changing over to freezing rain and wintry mix later on tonight. Generally expecting less than 1/10 of an inch of icing. There could be a few pockets right along the North Dakota, South Dakota border that see around 1/10 of an inch of ice. So keep that in mind if you're traveling tonight or tomorrow morning in the Southern Valley, that things could be a little icy with the freezing rain. And then that extends upward into northwestern North Dakota. Road conditions at this time, there are no travel advisories in effect. Those were all dropped after yesterday's blizzard. But travel conditions not ideal in the Northern Valley. We still have a lot of blue here. Oh, I meant to zoom in here. There's the right button. Still seeing a lot of blue. That indicates roads are partially covered with snow and ice. And a little bit further north in pink, those areas are still covered in snow, as well as some areas of ice. Christmas is only a handful of days away. Christmas Eve looking pretty good, 27 degrees for a high. This is the temperatures for Fargo, along with a mostly cloudy sky. Mostly cloudy again for your Christmas Day, high temperature of around 31. There will be a front moving through that could bring us some isolated wintry mix, a few flakes. Not super confident that that's going to evolve, but if you do have travel plans Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, as I'm sure many of you do, be sure to check in again with the forecast as we get a little bit closer. Right now it's looking to be fairly isolated. Taking a look at your extended forecast, temperatures next week, they're looking good. It's chilly for this weekend, and it's fitting since the winter solstice is on Sunday. But on Monday, we warm up to 30 degrees. A cold front on Tuesday brings us down to 19, and then we're back up to the 20s to low 30s for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. And then as we almost round out December, this gets us through the 30th. Temperatures are still looking pretty good, pretty close, if not slightly above average for this time of year. So I'm going to check our comments on our Facebook live stream here if we have any questions. So far, I'm not seeing any questions, but if you've got one, I'm monitoring them right now, so you can drop it in the comments here. But yes, we have some slick conditions possible tonight, along with some areas of blowing and drifting snow with the gusty winds. That Northern Valley winter weather advisory remaining in effect here for still a few hours. Northeastern North Dakota until 4 p.m. and then northern Minnesota until 8 o'clock this evening. Coming up in your forecast tonight, I'll be on for Valley News Live at 4 and 5:30. And again, this Friday night Funcast, typically with Russ Thomas, I mentioned he's at a volunteer event. He will be back though for 5, 6, and 10. So be sure to check back with your for your latest forecast. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe out there. The stores are going to be busy with holiday shoppers. All right, I'm still not seeing any comments. So with that, I hope you all have a great rest of your day and a wonderful weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.